Welcome yet again to another podcast by myself, Adam Kelsey. I'm here with Michael Gyovai in the district of the 8th section of Brampton, Ontario, in his riding, Ward 7 and 8. Today we're talking about advanced polls. They open at...
So everyone knows, you have two different opportunities throughout the election period to vote, obviously on election day, October 27th. But coming up next weekend, advanced polls are opening up out at City Hall, downtown Brampton. But in wards 7 and 8, if you go to my Facebook page, electmichaelgyovai.com, you'll find the locations and dates for the advanced polls in Ward 7 and 8. It runs from October 14th to October 18th.
Do they need specific ID?
So, just like on election day, when you go out, you would have received in the mail by now your election form with your identification on it that you need to bring to the voting station to go to. If you haven't been identified as a voter in that in your area yet, or in Ward 7-8, you need to bring two pieces of photo ID, government ID, right, and a hydro bill or a property tax bill that identifies that you are the homeowner or a tenant on the premise.
Okay, now with everything going on within the government, do you think that your background as a paralegal can bring professionalism to the school trustee board and fix certain things that are happening in the moment?
I do. As our local government as everyone has seen in the media, there are some things lacking. Is it lacking? Definitely wasn't lacking from our previous trustee, Borough Ford, but there are other levels in which we the people, we deserve better representation. As an Ontario paralegal, I do believe I bring some very good, solid experience that I've achieved over the last 10 years. The first thing that comes to mind is, as a member of the Law Society, I've been in great standing with the Law Society, never having my character or ethics questioned. A lot of people, as I've been going around knocking doors, have been asking, why is it that you're running for school trustee? And my biggest thing is we need individuals at all levels, but starting down with the kids, that are willing to stand up and speak for the kids' rights. We need leaders that are able to go against status quo if it's in the best interest of the families and the students that we represent. Unfortunately, we see too many times, and I would safe to assume it's probably the same in this election. We have individuals that are just not running for the right reason. I'm running for the right reason. I have 3 kids that are currently in the Peel District School Board system. One that does require some special needs, and I understand the frustrations and the limitations that parents are encountering. And from the school standpoint, I also understand that they're working within the fiscal budgets that they have, and that sometimes you have to use the funds that are available to you, maybe not exactly the way that you want. So through the representation that I will bring as the school trustee, should I be elected, I'll stand up for the families. I don't have a problem as long as it doesn't go against any of the Peel District School Board's policies. I'll reach out to our local MPPs and our MPs and find out why, as the second largest school board in Canada, we don't receive the adequate funding that we need, not just for our special needs, but for all the kids across the board.
Now, one of your points, you said you want to help senior administration and other staff enforce the Ontario Education Act while evaluating the performance of senior management of the board. How do you feel your experience will help the board meet their goals and contribute to future endeavors?
Well, over the last 25 to 30 years, I've been involved in many different organizations, more in the last 10-15 years, helping to set regulations, governing policies. And the great thing is it's been the opportunities to work with the youth while doing this.
Right.
Through the experience I would bring as a paralegal, understanding how policies are designed and meant to be executed, how legislation is meant to be rolled out, and what the big picture is for the communities. That experience, I do believe, is an asset, not just to myself, but in the role for Ward 7-8, but something that I can bring to the rest of the trustees. We need to understand, which I'm sure most of our trustees do and our other politicians do, is how the budget is constructed, what's within the budget, what's working, what's not, and consult with our constituents on do they feel that they're getting the best bang for their buck, for lack of better words. And if they're not, then we need to be able to sit down and determine what areas within the curriculum are not being met, and how can funds be either allocated towards there or towards programs that are going to better benefit our students.